Hey, we're continuing our journey up the OSI model, and we're up to layer 4, which is the transport layer. And there are two major protocols I want you to know about at the transport layer: TCP and UDP. Now, TCP, that stands for Transmission Control Protocol, and UDP is User Datagram Protocol. And TCP is considered to be a reliable transport protocol, while UDP is unreliable. And what I mean by reliability is TCP will send a series of segments. That's what our data is called at layer 4. It's going to send a series of segments to the destination, and before it sends any more, it's going to wait for an acknowledgement that those segments were received and asking for the next segment. So that makes it reliable. UDP is sort of, here it goes, I hope it gets there, and it never hears any confirmation back from the recipient. Now the question is, why would you ever want to use an unreliable protocol? And the answer is overhead and delay. You see, the header of TCP segments, it's a lot bigger than the header of UDP segments, and also, since we're waiting for an acknowledgement, it doesn't lend itself really well to some applications like voice and video, where we're streaming as fast as we can go. We want to minimize delay. And even if we did drop an occasional voice or video packet, it's really not going to be that noticeable, typically. So UDP, that's a great fit for something like streaming up voice or video. Now, in addition to TCP and UDP, and there are other layer 4 protocols, but those are the two main ones. But we've got a couple of other major things happening at the transport layer. And one is windowing, and I've kind of hinted at that already. I said that we're going to send a series of segments, or TCP is going to send a series of segments, and it's going to wait for a reply. Well, the window size is the number of segments that we can send at one time before we stop and start waiting for a reply. And the bigger the window, the more efficient our transmission is going to be because we're waiting less time. Now, the other big thing happening at layer 4 is buffering. Let's say that an application is trying to send out data faster than the network can send out that data. Well, it's a responsibility of the transport layer to buffer, to store that extra data in memory until it can be sent. So those are some of the major things happening at the transport layer. I'll see you back next time for layer number 5, the session layer.